morning. This is News Headlines live from Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunayo Adelere. Here are the news headlines. Nedu serves Verydarkman 500 million naira compensation notice for defamation. June 12, I'm assembling lawyers against IBB Falano. Now the news in details. Nedu Wazobia, a popular media personality, has served social media critic Verydarkman with a pre-action notice following alleged defamatory statement published on his page. Verydarkman disclosed this in a post on his Instagram page. The lawyers representing Nedu and Talking Drums Picture and Media Limited stated that a 12-minute video shared by Verydarkman on his YouTube and Instagram pages on Wednesday, 19 February 2025, contained a host of defamatory, false, and disparaging attacks and rhetoric against their client. They described the video titled "How Nedu Diverted NGO Scholarship Meant for Nigerians" as false. Additionally, they clarified that Nedu is not the owner of Talking Drums but a talent under the brand. However, they demanded that Verydarkman retract every video involving Nedu on all his platforms within 24 hours of receiving the notice, issue a public apology, and pay the sum of 500 million naira for the damage caused to Nedu's reputation. Failure to comply, they warned, would result in legal action. Acknowledging the notice in a video shared on his Instagram page, Verydarkman informed his followers to prepare for the court case. Nedu's lawyer have served me, so make una get ready for court case, he said. A human rights lawyer, Femi Falana, has vowed to drag General Ibrahim Babangida, retired, to court over alleged human rights abuse. Femi Falana, a senior advocate of Nigeria, was one of those who were jailed by the former head of state, Babangida, during his time as military head of state. Falana and others were arrested, charged to court and thrown into Kuje prison for challenging the military government for annulling the June 12, 1993 election. They also challenged IBB's decision to extend the terminal date of his military regime. They were, however, granted bail and released. General Ibrahim Babangida recently launched a book about his military and political journey so far, entitled Journey in Service. In the book, he made some revelations. One of the key points of the book was the June 12 presidential election, which he annulled. He now says that the election was free and fair and won by late MKO Abiola. Ibrahim Babangida also said he regretted not handing over it to a civilian government on the stipulated date. Falana, who appeared on Channels Television's Politics Today on Tuesday, argued that it was majorly for those reasons Ibrahim Babangida maliciously prosecuted him, vowing to return to court. "I'm going to challenge my malicious prosecution and that of my colleagues," he said. On whether he wants to prosecute General Babangida for something that had happened during his time as a military head of state, Falana added, "I've assembled a team of lawyers, they are looking into it." He said, because Ibrahim Babangida has now brought it to life by now admitting there was no basis for my prosecution because he now says Abiola won the election, which was the basis for our protest. He is also saying he shouldn't have postponed the terminal date for his transition program, of which we were fighting for, which means there was no basis for my prosecution. It was malicious. Again, massive infringement of my human rights, because when you keep me in Kuje prison, you deny me my right to liberty, my freedom of movement, and you also violate my right to choose the government of my country. The man who did has just come out to say I did it wrongly. Before the news comes to an end, here are the headlines once again. Nedu serves Verydarkman 500 million naira compensation notice for defamation. June 12, I'm assembling lawyers against IBB Falano. Thank you for staying tuned. I am Odunayo Adelere.